The zygote mystery. We were standing in the middle of a garden of flowers of every color and type. The teacher removed from his pocket a tiny object and handed it to me. "It's a seed," he said, "and the scriptures have much to say about them. Messiah even spoke of his own life as a seed. The hour has come," he said, "that the Son of Man should be glorified. Truly I say to you, unless a seed of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it produces much fruit." He was speaking of his death and the fruit it would bear, the resurrection, salvation, eternal life. But what Messiah referred to when he spoke of his life and death is called a zygote. The word zygote literally means joined. A zygote is a new life that comes from the joining of two lives, that of the two parents. So the zygote is the union of two natures in one life. That's what his seed is. And he spoke of his life as a seed, a zygote. That's what his life was, I said, the union of two natures, the joining of God and man, the uniting of the spirit and the flesh, deity in bodily form, the union of heaven and earth in one life, a joining, zygote. But then what happens, asked the teacher, to the seed, the zygote? It falls to the ground as if dying, and its outward form undergoes a type of death. But only then does the life inside the zygote bear fruit. So Messiah's life falls to the ground and dies, but his life bears new life into the world, and so it will with others. How could there be others, I asked. He only has two natures. But there are others, said the teacher. The moment one is born again, one's life in this world becomes a union of two natures, earth and heaven, the flesh and the spirit, the temporary and the eternal. God in man. Every child of God is a union, the joining of two natures, a zygote. But if the zygote falls to the ground and dies, it brings forth much fruit, and it bears life. The teacher bent down and buried the seed in the soil between us. Every time you die to the self, every time you crucify the flesh, every time you surrender your will to God's will, the power of God and of new life will be released, and you will bear much fruit, and your life will bring forth the life it always was meant to bear. Do this, and the purpose of God in your life will bear much fruit. It is the law of the zygote. The mission. Learn the secret of the zygote. Learn the old self die, let it die, crucify the flesh, surrender your will, the power of life will be released. Matthew 10:39, John 12:23-24, 15:13, and 2 Corinthians 4:10-11. Thank you.